Hi everyone, Terry here. Welcome back to Simply Legal. Today I'm with a very special guest. She's a real estate mogul, someone who has been in the industry for a long time. She's a real estate agent.
I've been fortunate and very lucky to work with people in the diaspora, Ugandans back home. And I noticed the common question and the main worry of real estate investors in Uganda is the issue about fraud. You buy a piece of land, 2 months down the road, the actual owner comes and says it's theirs. Before you know it, the third person is coming and claiming the land. So I feel like it's an issue that we have here in Uganda. So it's very important for us to know about caveats because it's a way of protecting yourself if you find yourself in such a situation. So mainly what we would want to know is why a caveat and what's the importance of a caveat.
Okay, basically a caveat is a document someone gets from court to protect his interest in the land. Why do they need to do this? Because when someone has interest in the land, either legal or equitable, they can use this caveat to protect themselves, especially if there's an ongoing case. In most cases, a caveat is used in matters of fraud or in matters to protect their land, let's say, if they want to ascertain something concerning that land. And in most cases, they use the law, which is Section 139 of the Registration of Titles Act.
So what really counts as equitable interest and legal interest?
Okay, we have two types of interests in law. We have legal and equitable interest. Briefly speaking, legal interest is one that is registered in law. A legal interest is if I buy land next to Village Mall or anywhere in Uganda and I'm registered in law. I have a certificate of title and I have my own copy. The land board has its own copy and everything, and the courts of law are aware that I'm the registered landowner. Once I'm registered as a landowner, that means that I'm a legal interest owner. Equitable interest is also enforceable, but mainly in courts of equity. But it's also enforceable in normal court systems, the High Court and what. An equitable interest is one which is not registered in law, but it is enforceable. And an equitable interest, let me just give you an example. If I lose my grandmother, and my grandmother left me as an administrator of her estate, she left me as basically the one who should govern her estate, and someone comes claiming, saying, your grandmother sold me this land, and I'll say I didn't have a land title, the land title didn't shift, there's no receipt of payment and everything, I can contest it in courts of law. I can lodge a caveat by saying I have equitable interest in this land, and therefore this person cannot just live in the land. So therefore I can lodge a caveat. So equitable interest is a smaller, lesser interest than legal, but it's also enforceable. Yes.
How can one get this caveat? What does it look like?
First of all, you apply for it, like I said, under Section 139 of the Registration of Titles Act. Once it's given to you, now the most important step is how to lodge the caveat. I think that's what you're asking. How can I put it into play?